Every startup has a financial runway and a spiritual runway. Financial runway is what people usually talk about. It's the number of months you have left before the bank account hits zero. Founders are right to worry about that because if you run out of money, the company dies. But there's another type of runway that usually runs out first, and that's the spiritual runway. The spiritual runway describes the remaining supply of emotional energy, conviction, and mental stamina available to the team before they simply lose the will to keep fighting to reach the promised land. While the financial runway is measured in dollars and time, the spiritual runway is measured in belief and willpower. It's how long you can keep going before the weight of the grind crushes the hope of the vision. Unlike a funding round, which can suddenly replenish financial runway by months or even years at a time, the team's spiritual runway is a lot more fickle. Good founders know that they must constantly tend to the spiritual runway like a good gardener watches for invasive pests and fast-growing weeds. If you don't do this, then your spiritual runway gets shorter and shorter until one day you discover that the team has reverted to seeking short-term comfort and familiarity over long-term value creation. Just like when Moses went up the mountain at Sinai the first time, and admittedly, it probably didn't look as good as this, stayed a little too long, only to return and find the Israelites dancing around a golden calf of their own making. They stopped trusting the long-term vision and instead reverted to what was familiar and comforting. And there's a lesson in there for startup founders who will listen.